Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing another upgrades video here. We've done one about most of the upgrades on the bike, which I will put down in the description if you guys want to check that out. We've added a little bit to that, but I mainly want to talk about the power upgrades. We got an upgraded battery, upgraded controller, give you guys kind of a walk around of our setup that we have going on right now. So let's get into it. So the original video will be linked down in the description. I won't go over everything that I went in that video, but I will go over what I didn't go over and what we added to the bike since then. So, all right, so first off, we added a 58 tooth rear sprocket down here for maximum torque, maximum wheelies. We do have a 60 tooth and a 64 tooth, but we went with a 58 because I do want a little bit of top end speed. The kind of riding that you do. There are some straightaways and the hair scrambles that we race in, so we got to have some top end speed. So I have the phase amps up a little bit, and then the 58 tooth is in crazy amounts of torque, so it gives us a little top end speed is what we want. Since then, we also have a foot brace here by Grit Shift, just so these pegs don't bend in over time with my sur-ron at least. When I didn't have the brace peg, they like bow in basically. So we added that on there. Over on this side, we got a rear rotor guard that has blocked quite a few rocks already. This is a sur-ron rotor guard that I bought wondering if it would fit, and it did. But what you got to do, so it's a rotor guard, but the problem is that the Talaria swing arm is wider than the sur-ron. So I had to put a spacer right here in between this and the actual swing arm. There's this little round piece, and what that is, there's actually one of these steering tube spacers, one of the thinner ones. I just put down in between the rotor guard and the swing arm, and it works like a charm. It's freaking awesome. So if any of you guys want to do that, I'll put all these new links down in the description if you guys want to check those out. Coming over here, we got a FG Racing extended kickstand. Because when you have the 21-inch front tire on here and the bigger, beefier back tire, the regular kickstand does not work at all, so this is extended. So I love that kickstand. Last couple other things up in the front that we did, we upgraded the bracket. We used to have a 3D printed bracket under here for the front fender, but that broke off, so we went and bought I think it's just a shelf bracket, and I heated it up with a blowtorch and bent it to how I wanted it. It's put in the same way. I drilled a hole in through the bottom of it, screwed it into the bottom of the steering tube with a star nut, and it's held on there the same way, and I've never had a problem with it since. Custom 3D printed number plate here, made specifically for the bar light for the Talaria. A lot of people have been asking me about this. They want the file, so I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna make sure that people can get this light because I've had so many questions about it. People want it for their bike. It does look really sick. I absolutely love it. I also, I drilled through some steel down here, and I did a reinforced bash plate. That was for the KO race. Worked out great. It's literally just screwed right into the regular bash plate because no one makes an upgraded bash plate for this bike yet, so that's what that is. Last but not least, we got a ducky. It keeps your moods, your spirits up. Okay, big boy upgrades now. So we obviously got the KO controller. I did a review on the KO controller. I'll put that video down in the description if you want to check that out. 40 to 100 volt controller. It's freaking awesome. They have an app that you can change all your settings at. Right now the bike is at 200 amps, so it's at 12,000 watts, and I'm at 650 phase amps. So it's a wheelie machine. It's really fast, and it's still a 60 volt system. How I'm doing this, I don't have a stock battery in here. Right, so we have a sur-ron Qi battery in here. It's a Qi 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery. It's a huge battery. It's normally made for the sur-ron. There's two little rubber spacers that are in here stock for the original battery. Took those out, slid right in, It fits right into the bottom plate here, so I don't have to change the plate like I did on the sur-ron. It's well known that the sur-ron and Talaria have different connectors. So I had extra connectors, which I can put down in the description if you guys want them. So I just wired up the positive and negative terminals to a Talaria female connector. So it goes from a sur-ron connector all the way to a Talaria connector, and that's how you get the power. It's a little bit of extra wires here. Works fine. I did have to raise the battery cap up just a little, so we ended up 3D printing like this cover, so it covers a little bit of the wires down there. And it works out great until we get our EBMX 72 volts battery that we're getting shipped here. The only downside is that the display on the bike doesn't display your battery life because the communication cable from the battery to the bike isn't connected. It's just the positive and negative cable, so it's DC. All right, guys, well, hit me with any questions you have. I know this was a really quick video. Thought I'd just give you an update of the setup. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.